What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. It's free. It helps get the video out there. Definitely watch this video to the end so you can hear the full story and all the details in the case. Everything in this video is alleged. For my day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you're feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. With that being said, let's get right into the story. It's a wonderful feeling when you are dating, out looking for love, and finally find somebody you connect with on all levels. For some, they rather just vibe, not throw a title on it. That way, they can keep things fresh, not too much pressure or expectations. But others go all in. They know exactly what they are looking for, and they decide to start a relationship. For most couples, in the beginning stages, everything seems great. All smiles, hugs, interesting conversations, and as time goes on, many fall in love. Once things get serious, a lot of people change though. It's more obligation. Now you better answer that phone, text right back, and some even get controlling and possessive. They feel like you are theirs, and they want you to move how they want you to move. And for some, that might be a little bit too much. And what started out as fun and the possibility of a future, they just don't see it like they used to no more. So they choose to call the relationship off. Breakups can be tough, especially if you thought that person was your forever one, and your feelings are still in it. While some people understand time heals all and life goes on, others have trouble letting go and controlling their emotions. They want closure, answers to questions. Like, why you don't want me no more? Is it somebody else? What did I do? But while you might feel like you are owed that, some feel like they don't owe anybody an explanation and they can do whatever they feel. And they might even move on faster than you feel like they should have. And some people take that as signs of betrayal or disrespect, and their revenge can be fatal. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it right outside of Bridgeport to Stratford, Connecticut to discuss the case of a man who broke into his ex-girlfriend's house, and what he saw made him snap. Earlier this year, 41-year-old Jabari Bush was doing good for himself in Connecticut. A mechanic by trade, he had a good career, owned his own home, and was well known in his community for being a stand-up guy. Jabari wanted to build a strong foundation for the future, and he wanted a family and a wife. So for him, it was important to have a partner to navigate life with, and he thought he had that with his girlfriend for years, who we will call Tammy for the sake of the story. The two seemed locked in, and it was clear Jabari was in love. But over time, it seemed Tammy's feelings would change. According to sources, around about January of this year, Tammy informed Jabari that their relationship wasn't working for her no more, and she wanted to break up. That crushed his soul, and he didn't want to let her go. He pleaded with her. He would text and call her phone multiple times a day, even pop up to her house and jog. But she stood firm. It was over. In another part of town was 41-year-old Terrence Cramer, a divorced father of two. Terrence's boys was his life. He was a beloved member of the Bridgeport community, and his career made people respect him even more. Terrence was a firefighter for the city and took pride in his work and saving lives. He had been serving the community for over 9 years. Described as an outgoing man, always with a smile on his face and looking at the brighter side of life. Terrence prided himself on being a good father and always told people he was raising respectful young men who would add value to the community. But still young with a good career, Terrence also was considered a catch on the dating scene, and the single man was open to finding love again. He found himself meeting and mingling with a woman he found attractive, and her name was Tammy, Jabari's ex-girlfriend. It's not clear if Terrence knew about Jabari at all, but him and Tammy would start kicking it hard. He would often visit her home in Stratford, and sometimes even stay the night. While it seemed like the two were vibing, on the flip side, Jabari was still hurt. and trying to win Tammy back. He would still text and call her all the time. On March 25th of this year, he allegedly even showed up to her job. He stated he just wanted to talk, as she reassured him it was over. In his mind, it was still hope though. On March 27th, Terrence had some downtime and decided to go kick it at Tammy's house. As the two enjoyed the evening, it turned into night, and they both fell asleep. Around about 1:30 in the morning, Tammy was awakened by a blow to the face, as Jabari was standing in her bedroom and had put hands on her, while asking angrily, like, "Oh, so you in here with another man?" In a rage, Jabari upped the gun and let off a shot. Terrence yelled out, "He shot me, I'm hit," before Jabari fled the scene. Tammy called local police, who responded to the home to find Terrence suffering from a gunshot wound to the thigh. He was leaking bad, and unfortunately, he was wounded in the artery, and he would pass away from his injuries. When police asked Tammy what exactly happened, she stated her and Terrence were asleep when she woke up to her ex in her room. She stated he was in a fit of rage after he saw another man in her bed. She claimed she must have forgot to lock the door, or he broke in, but he put hands on her and shot Terrence. Now that police had a suspect and address, it wouldn't take long. Later that same day, Jabari was picked up, taken into custody, charged with home invasion, first-degree hit, and assault. As the news hit the fire department and the community, everybody that loved Terrence was in disbelief and hurt. They painted him as a great man who only wanted to save lives and raise his sons to be men. They stated he wasn't a threat to anybody and didn't deserve to lead the world in such a tragic way. At Jabari's first court date, he had to face the fire department, as some of them even knew the man. There was a stare down at the courthouse, and as he went in front of a judge, he sat nonchalantly as she read his charges out loud and the evidence against him, including video footage showing the man matching his description on Tammy's porch and running away after the shooting. His attorney argued he wasn't a flight risk. He worked hard and owned his own home, so he deserved a bail. They asked for something reasonable so he could pay, but due to the nature of the crime, the judge hit Jabari with a $3 million bond. It was eventually lowered to $2 million. It's not clear if he was able to post this or not, and as of now, Jabari is innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Terrence. I send my prayers and condolences to his family and friends, but definitely his two sons, who lost their father for nothing, simply for him being a man. I can never understand why a man will throw his whole life away for a woman who don't even want them no more, or take out their anger on another man who was just doing him. He probably didn't even know Jabari existed. Now, if he is found guilty, you will be in prison, while the woman you was trying to stop from moving on will do that anyway. But I want to end this one with a question, fam. For my fellas and women out there, have you ever dealt with somebody who had an ex that wouldn't let go? Maybe they always hit their phone or even popped up places y'all was at. If so, let me know how you dealt with that in the comments. And remember, we gotta succeed, not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Yeah, man, this is a crazy story. Rest in peace to Terrence. I definitely send my prayers to his family. But yeah, I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. Y'all leave it in the comments. And before you log off for the day, y'all be sure to check out more videos on the channel, on the playlist. I'll leave a few so y'all can see. This your boy Tony 2 times. This another episode of Hood Tales. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. I'm out.